Hello everyone! If you have an Anbernic Handheld, you might know already that the buttons are a bit too hard to press. 150 grams force of resistance is way higher than the standard value, and this affects all Anbernic handhelds with membrane buttons. This makes it less comfortable than any first-party controller out there. But today we'll be checking a solution, which involves replacing the membranes with a D-pad membrane from a Game Boy Color. The membrane has the same distance between the buttons and nearly the same size. The only difference is on the button height. The Anbernic membranes is a bit higher than the Game Boy Color. But this can be fixed with a simple mod. So let's start by disassembling the console. I'll be using the recently acquired 477V for this project. But this will work in any Anbernic device with membrane buttons. First, we need to remove the back cover and remove the battery connector, which is under this metal plate. On the 477V, there is a pull tab to make removing the battery easier. Then we have to remove all of the screws in this battery holder and remove the speakers as well. Remove this part carefully because the rumble motor is stick to the main board. And here on the main board, you'll have to remove all of the screws and the two analog stick modules. With the main controller board removed, we can get to the membrane buttons. We'll just need to mod the membranes of the face buttons. With the membrane removed, we can position it on top of the Game Boy Color membrane. And now we can see exactly where we need to cut the holes. You don't need to be perfect and you don't need to cut all 4 holes. Just one corner is enough. Just make sure that the D-pad sits in the perfect spot and all of the buttons are centered with the buttons on the membrane. Now we will fix the height difference. As you can see right here, the buttons on the original membrane are just slightly higher. To fix that, we're gonna use our good old friends, the cardboard pieces. I took those from medicine boxes, and you can use those too, as the thickness in these boxes are nearly universal. And to cut it in perfect circles, we'll use a paper puncher tool. Cut at least 8 circles, and use super glue to stick them to the membrane. And try to make sure it's perfectly centered with the button. First, I started with one layer of cardboard, and it's okay if it's not perfectly flat. As you push the buttons, the cardboard will be flattened over time. So I tested with one layer, but the buttons were too wobbly. And when fully pressed, they nearly sink too flat with the shell. So I glued a second layer of cardboard, and now the buttons are perfect. The resistance is now way lower, at nearly 80 grams force. For some of you, it may feel too light. Any standard controller has around 100 grams, so this is 20 grams less. But it's not entirely bad and it's easy to get used to. My Apex 4 has also 80 grams force, and it was my daily driver for a long time. And the noise is also great. It's not too noisy and not too clacky. And that's it for this video. Hopefully Anbernic will fix this in their new products. Or if they just sold a membrane with a lower resistance, it would be the perfect solution. But for now, this mod is a good alternative, and I definitely recommend it. I'll be leaving the links to the membranes of the Game Boy Color in the description below. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.